Yo, what's up, addressees? Welcome to the H&R TV, the official YouTube channel for the hottest new revolution, culture, and movement. That's to live your life and love the life you live, regardless of who you piss off in the process, culture, and movement. And in this video, I just want to talk about the importance of visualization, the importance of visualizing and picturing in your mind and mapping out like the future that you want to see yourself in. Because if you can't see it, then you can't reach it. But if you can see it in your mind and it's vivid to you, vivid clarity of where you see yourself headed in life, then that gives you the blueprint and the map to make it happen. But with that being said, I also want to speak on why it's also important to not get so caught up in visualizing the future that you neglect your present moment to start building it and making it happen, because that's easy to do too. And finally, I want to talk about the importance of not only visualizing and getting that vivid picture and clarity of where you see yourself in the future, but also the importance of writing it down. Um, and not just the whole big picture, but breaking down the different sections that you see yourself having, whether it be, um, well, I'll speak on that. But yeah, it's important to break down the bigger picture and write it down for clarity so that you know where to start and you're not just like lost and wasting time, like running in circles trying to make stuff happen. It's important to have a very clear vision and to write it down so that you can manage your time responsibly, you can manage it smart, and you can have a game plan and a blueprint on how to like get started on it. All right. So I actually wrote some notes on this one, so I'm gonna be reading. So just follow along with me, folks. It says one of the biggest lessons that I learned, and I'm still in the process of learning, because sometimes even today, like these facts still escape even me, even though I've been on this journey like for some years now. It still escapes me. Is that if you ever find yourself on a spiritual awakening, like kick your life into fast gear or into a leadership um, place, if you ever find yourself on that type of journey, the one that I currently find myself on, it's so easy to get lost focusing ahead on the blessing that you stand to receive, that you waste time in the present constantly visualizing that future. But with that said, it is important. Follow along with me, y'all, because I wrote this in a few different sections, so I actually meant to start with this one, but I meant to start with what I'm getting ready to say, but it's still relevant. So make sure that you visualize what you want to pursue. You daydream about it. You build it in your mind until it's so vivid that you can actually see every aspect of it. You can see yourself in it. Um, you can like just like you close your eyes at any given moment. You can just see yourself, like you can see it playing out. Like you can see everything that it is, that like how you want your life to be, who you want in your life, where you want to be, what you want to be doing, like the type of lifestyle you want to have, all of that. Like it's important to have a vivid picture, because if you can't see it, you can't make it happen. But if you can see it, it gives you a picture and something to strive for. So you can start making a plan on how to make it happen so that you can reach all of those things that you see yourself having in the future. Um, and it should be fun. It should be fun for you to daydream about these things. If it's not fun, then one, you either doing it wrong, or two, you need to be focusing on something that is fun to you, something that excites you, something that it don't feel like a chore, or it don't feel like a hassle to just like sit down with it and daydream about it and to build on it. You get what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't feel like a chore or like a hassle to plan out your life. It should be something that comes natural to you, that you get excited when you think about it. Um, but with that being the case, like I was saying, it's also easy to get lost focusing on that future. Yeah, it's easy to get lost focusing on that future blessing. It's so easy to get lost focusing ahead on the blessing and the future and the picture that you see yourself living in, the future you see yourself living in. And you so focused on a blessing that you stand to receive that you end up wasting time in the present. And I've done this too. Like I said, this is something I'm still learning. And it's like becoming more apparent to me um, as time goes by. But it's easy to get lost focusing ahead on a blessing that you stand to receive, that you end up wasting a lot of time in the present moment, constantly visualizing and thinking about the future rather than actually getting to work right now in the present moment to start making that future happen for yourself. Don't get me wrong, it's healthy, and I said this before, it's healthy to have a vivid vision, a vivid picture of the blessings and the life and how you want your future to look and to feel. But you'll never reach it if you don't take the steps in the present moment that force you to grow into the leader, that forces you to grow into the person who builds all of those things, all of those titles that you see yourself having, those roles you see yourself playing, those positions um, that you keep visualizing yourself in when you are visualizing, when you brainstorming, when you daydreaming, when you building your future in your mind. You get what I'm saying? All of these things that you see yourself having. It's important to get to work today to start building those things. You get what I'm saying? You can't just, oh yeah, I'm get to that. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me slow down. Um, the blessings are nice to think about, but unfortunately, it's impossible. You can never just will it into existence. You're not just gonna will it and think about it and it's just gonna appear, right? You gotta put the work behind it. Um, and God also looks to see your growth, your consistency, and your discipline in building the life that you say that you want and how bad you want it. And He'll test you with just a little bit in the present to see how you handle it before blessing you with a lot. And this is what people mean when they say it's more about the journey of getting to where you're going than it is about the actual destination. If you're not making necessary growth during your journey and taking the necessary actions to build or to begin building the life that you keep visualizing and that you claim to want, then you'll never put yourself in a position to actually make it happen. It's a very popular saying, faith without works is dead. You can believe all you want to, but if you're not actually putting the work behind it in the present moment to make it happen, it's never going to happen. Like God is not just going to give it to you because you're thinking about it. So it's important to keep that in mind when you start visualizing the blessing. God can bless you, but you got to show God that you can handle it. Oh, I'm gonna get that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me slow down. All right. 1 second. He'll test you with a little to see how you handle it before blessing you with a lot. This is what people mean when they say that the journey or that growth and life in general is more about the journey than it is about the destination. If you're not making the necessary growth during your journey and taking the necessary actions to begin building the life that you keep visualizing and that you claim to want, then you'll never put yourself in a position to actually make it happen. They say faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world, but if you never increase your capacity to hold and to handle the bigger blessing that God has for you, then you'll never get, or then He'll never give it to you to hold. God will never give you more than you can handle. He'd be hurting you instead of helping you if He did, because you wouldn't be ready for it. You wouldn't know what to do with it. It would be bigger than you. It would be bigger than your mindset. It would be bigger than your capability to handle it if He just gave it all to you and you didn't even have a vision, or you didn't have the fundamentals or the building blocks or the foundation to even hold it up once you had it. You get what I'm saying? It's like top heavy. It's like having a just God giving you like a skyscraper or a big ass building, and you don't even have no floor for it to sit on. You get what I'm saying? Or no ground for it to sit on. Like it's gonna crumble right on top of you because you're not prepared for it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the journey is all about forcing yourself to do the hard things that you don't want to do, that challenge you, that push you out of your comfort zone and into the realm of the future version of you that you keep visualizing. The one who has the titles, the power, the money, the blessings, and everything that you want to hold someday. Eventually, when the time is right, God will meet your effort and carry you the rest of the way into your promise and into your future and into those blessings. But there's no ETA on that. And if you don't know what the ETA is, that's the estimated time of arrival. It's no estimate. Like it's you got to grind it out. You got to make it happen. God gonna meet you after you. God knows when. God knows when. There's no way to predict it, but God will know when you're ready. Um. So yeah. Let me see. What was I? Yeah. There's no ETA on it, and until that moment comes, you just got to keep focusing on what you can do right now in the present with the little that you have available to you to continue increasing your capacity and readiness to hold the bigger life that you're hoping to have one day. Visualize your destination, but don't get so caught up in visualizing the future you that you forget to focus on the journey of getting busy right now in the present, on becoming the person with all the on becoming the person with all the things you see yourself having down the road. You have to become that person and build those things, or build the capacity to hold and to handle those things. Um, so you have to internally, you have to mentally, you have to grow. Like it's no way around it. It's no easy road. It's no way that you could just like wake up one day ready. Like you have to get ready. Um, Luck and blessings favor the prepared. You have to prepare for this type of stuff, and it's not easy, folks. Um, but yeah, don't get so caught up in visualizing the future that you forget to focus on the journey of getting busy right now in the present. And better yet, don't get so caught up in the visualization of your future that you get so impatient for it that you begin to resent the journey, because that's very easy to do and very possible to do, because I've done that as well. You can start to resent the journey and you refuse to apply yourself in the present because you start feeling upset and entitled that, damn, I keep thinking about all of this stuff that I want, that it's not happening, when is it gonna happen? Um, and like you get tired, you get frustrated, you get discouraged, you get all of these things because you're so focused on the future, not even realizing or not taking the time out to say, oh, well, damn, I got to get started today on like showing God that I'm ready for it and increasing my capacity and my mentality and my ability to hold it once it gets here. Like, like I said, this is something that I'm still learning. That's becoming more apparent to me. You get what I'm saying? As time goes on and as time goes by. And the last thing that I want to say is don't just visualize, but write your vision and make it plain. The further along I get on my journey, the more it's becoming apparent to me to write out additional visions for the multiple areas of my bigger vision. Because without written clarity, you will have a big vision and you'll have all of these things that you see yourself having in the future, um, with no idea of how to execute it, where to start, what it should even look like, and how much of your time and attention can realistically be spent on what. Like having it written down and having a blueprint and a map that you can refer to um, is essential for time management. It's essential to make sure that you're moving smart, not hard, that you're working smart, not hard, and that you're not just running on the wheel, like staying busy, but not actually getting anything done because it's no method to the madness. It's no method to what it is that you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like you feel busy, you feel like you're working towards something, but really you're just doing the same things over and over and over again, or you just all over the place for real, not even necessarily doing the same things or making no type of progress. You're just busy getting nowhere. So it's important to have it written. And just to give an example on what I mean by that is I actually just wrote down a couple different, so I have 5 different pillars right now of how I see or how I want to govern my life once I get where I'm, well, even right now today. Um, so I have it broken down into spiritual service, which is I want to do, and I mentioned this before in a previous video, fast housing for foster adoption and safe space housing for at-risk black and brown youth. I have, or I want to have a foundation one day um, that donates and that gives back to different charities and causes and like philanthropic, like philanthropy. Some folks probably don't even know that word, but philanthropic, just projects and things that I want to get involved in. Um, I want to open recreation centers. I want to go on like enrichment missions, like all over the globe, just uh, into communities and um, families and situations that just could use a boost, that could use some help, um, and be of service um, to whoever need the help. You get what I'm saying? I want to do like probably eventually get into like some public speaking, stuff like that. All of that falls into my spiritual service category. Let me give you the overall categories first. So I have my spiritual service. I have my family I want to spend time with. I have my business that I have to spend time on, my business life. Um, play, can't work with no play. Um, and then writing. So the 5 pillars that that I have written out that I will want to stand on and govern my life by are, like I said, my spiritual service, my family life, my business life, my play life, and writing. And I already broke down like the spiritual, so that's why like some of the things that I'll be spending my time on. Um, my family life, I actually have like 3 different um, breakdowns on what that's gonna look like. So I have my eternal family, like with my disciples, with my folks that's gonna be with me, like traveling the world, going on these missions, going on these philanthropic projects and stuff like that. Um, I'll be spending time with. Then I have my temporal family. That is the family that I was born into. That's like my sisters, my parents. Definitely gonna spend time with them. I call them my temporal family because, well, I'm gonna get into all of that. But just like this life on earth is temporary. Beyond that, uh, once you get saved and you get in Christ, it's it's an eternal covenant with the Lord. But that's a little we're not talking about that right now. That's a whole different video. And then I have my lineal family, and that is the family that I'm going to build. That's going to continue my lineage. So that's gonna be the mother of my children. That's gonna be my children. That's gonna be my children's children, like my descendants, like my blood as my bloodline carries on. That's my lineal family. So my eternal family, my temporal family, and my lineal family. And I have my business. That's gonna be Address Me, um, my company. It's gonna be like various different inventions and projects that I already have in my mind to build out eventually. That's gonna be like me going around like doing like media, what they call that, PR, stuff like that. That's this H&R TV, this channel that I'm doing these videos I'm making for y'all right now, as well as different synergies, endorsements, sponsorships, like just different business activities that I see myself getting involved in. And then my play life right now, all I got for that right now is travel. Um, I actually just started writing this last night, so I still have to write this stuff out, folks. Like I said, I'm still learning. Like this stuff is still coming to me. I'm still like working this stuff out and making it happen. So I'm giving y'all the breakdown in real time as I'm getting these revelations, as I'm getting this information. Like, so y'all really getting the exclusive for real, um, on how to make it happen for yourself. You get what I'm saying? Coming from the horse's mouth, man, as I'm making it happen for me. So I know it's working. I know this stuff works because it's working for me in real time. Um, and then finally writing. I already wrote 2 books, but I can see like writing being a big part of my future as well. Whether that be writing more books, whether that be writing um, screenplays, or like um, I know I want to write a. Well, I probably won't even mention that. But yeah, it's something that I want to write for my family. Um, Basically, like a blueprint to life, because life don't come with a blueprint. The closest thing we have right now is a Bible, and so many folks done twisted the Bible in every which way that it's hard to even like really understand or follow it for real, um, or like do yourself justice by sticking with it, because there's so many people in positions of power who done twisted it so many different ways that like they can even like try to twist it or hold you back, like based on like just status quos and like how things have always been done, or how things have been done for so long that people have lost the concept of what the Bible should even mean or stand for. Um, so there's that. And then, yeah, so eventually, like I said, I'm going to get started on writing a blueprint for my family to follow, so that they're not just out here lost in the sauce. Like they're going to have a detailed blueprint on how to, I mean, they're going to live life how they live life. Um, I think everybody should live their life to the fullest, chase their passions, and um, live their life and love the life they live. Um, but definitely, life could be a lot easier um, with some wisdom and some guidance to follow. So that is like a memoir, I guess you could call it, like a something, I don't know. So yeah, writing. So spiritual service, family life, business life, play life, writing, and those are the main things that I will be spending my time on in this lifetime. So yes, I have this big vision of all of this stuff that I want to have, all of these people I can see around me, all of these places that we gonna go, all of these things we gonna be doing, and just like, but within that bigger vision, I have it broken down into different sections of, okay, within that big picture, how am I going to be spending my time uh, uh, living and carrying out my life to the point where I'm not gonna be lost when I get it. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have a blueprint. I'm gonna have some like I'm gonna have things to spend time on. I'm gonna have an idea of where to go and what to do and where to start and where to spend my time and how to like spend my money and how to uh, uh, bring value like to me, to my family, to the people around me, and to the world. Like, cause this is at the end of the day, this is all success is not all just about me. It's not all just about you. It's about your purpose. It's about bringing value. It's about using what God blessed you with to bless others at the end of the day. Yes, you be blessed. You live your life in abundance and just luxury and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's about being a blessing and helping others as well. So yeah. So yeah. Wrapping this up, man. It's important to visualize. It's healthy to visualize. It's healthy to daydream and to just zone out from real life and the circumstances that you find yourself in today, and to just take a vacation, take a mental trip into your future and start building what it looks like, who you see yourself with, where you see yourself going, what you see yourself doing, career wise, fun wise, family wise, whatever. And it's healthy to do that. Do that often. And if it's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Find something like either figure out a way that you can like build out what it is that you saying that you want in a way that excites you, or figure something else out. Start building like go back to the drawing board and figure something else out until you start getting excited about the things that you are visualizing. Um, hold up. Yeah. And write it down. Write it down and make it plain so that you have a blueprint. You're not just always visualizing, but you're actually getting started on doing what it's going to take for God to meet you halfway. Because you can have faith, you can want it, you can have the vision, you can have the picture in your mind, you can have all of that. But if you're not assisting God with making it happen for yourself, then God can't help you. God can't help you if you're not helping yourself. All right, faith without works is dead. But that's it, man. Hopefully that helps somebody. Um, y'all be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.